everybody, welcome to Revamp, Revelations of an Autism Mom Professional. I'm Tabitha, your 24-hour online personal parent support professional, and I'm here for you. Now today I want to ask you a question. What do you do when your autistic child catches you totally off guard? I mean totally off guard. In the middle of the night, you're just getting up just by happenstance to get a glass of water, and you find your child cooking for everybody. What do you do? How do you respond? You want to know what I did? You know what to do. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. So today's topic is really unusual, and it actually has a part 2 that's coming next week. But you're still going to learn a lot. Now, before we get started, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the post notification bell so that you will know when I drop a brand new video on YouTube. Now, today's topic, let's just say it's very interesting. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the life of an autism mom, autism dad, autism parent, it's unpredictable. I mean, we don't know where we're going to end up and at what time. We could be in the 24-hour Walmart at 3 o'clock in the morning for something. I don't know. But it's just unpredictable because we don't know what's going to be going on with our child. Now, like your typical parents who have typical kids, they're not used to anything that's, out of the norm. But remember I told you, autism has no norm. There's no norm for autism because our children think differently, and that's okay. I mean, they think differently and their world is different. I mean, our world at night ends at about 11 o'clock for us parents. And for kids, they're like, okay, well, I'll go to bed at 9, but I'll be back up at 2 o'clock. So this situation was really funny. So I wasn't quite sure how to handle it, but I'm going to tell you the story. So I typically like to have a set bedtime for my kids. During the week for school, 8:30, 9 o'clock at the absolute latest, you're in the bed. Even if you're not sleepy, you're in the bed. So the kids were asleep one night. I was in the bed, by 11 at the latest. And I mean, about 11:30, I got up because I wanted to get some water. Throat was parched. So I said, okay, let me run upstairs, grab some water, and then, I'll just go back to bed. So as I was going up the stairs, I heard some clanking sounds. I'm like, what the heck is this? I didn't know who was up. I mean, my daughter, I know when she sleeps like a rock. And my son, I know he gets up in the middle of the night. He'll be walking around with his flashlight, doing whatever. And my mom, she's normally a night owl, but she's not up doing a whole lot outside of her room. So I went up to the kitchen, and when I walked in, I saw my son in the kitchen making breakfast for everybody. I mean, pancakes and turkey sausage and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Because first of all, I was exhausted. I mean, I had worked all day. I was tired, had a rough day at work, and I was just exhausted. I just could not wait to go back to bed. But I was hungry, believe it or not. So he was up, mixing, happy, just stirring stuff in a pot. He's like, oh, just happy. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I say? I mean, it's 11:30, 11:45 at night, and he's making breakfast, like about 8 to 9 hours ahead of time before morning. So, I mean, I didn't want to come off, the wrong way because, kids with autism are very sensitive, and your wording is super key because if you say things the wrong way and they take things the wrong way, you may have made a really big mistake that could be, I don't want to say lifelong, but it can have an effect for a minute. Okay. So when I saw him in the kitchen, mixing batter, I walked in and I didn't say anything. I just kind of got into the motions of helping him. And he was like, he was making pancakes and he was chipper and he was happy. And I didn't want to spoil that moment. So I decided to make that a teaching moment. I'm like, okay, but he still needs to know not to get up and make pancakes, at 11:30, 11:45 at night. And especially without my permission because, handling fire, things of that nature. But he's a super safe kid. I know for a fact when it comes to fire. So he's afraid of fire and he's very safe when it comes to fire. So yes, I trusted him in the kitchen, but it was still 11:30, 11:45 at night. So he's mixing away. So I walked in the kitchen and then all of a sudden I found myself doing something I said I shouldn't do, but I guess maybe out of frustration, I just did it. I took over. So I took this fork from him and I started mixing the batter and helping him and just kind of getting in the motion of showing him, okay, make sure you get this off the edges so you can, get all the bubbles and the lumps. And, I was jumped into automatic teaching mode. And I was tired as all get out, but I was hungry as all get out too. So, I didn't feel like cooking, but boy, was I happy to see that he was making pancakes. So, I didn't want to spoil his vibe. So I really just kind of went in there and just gelled with what he was doing. I, kind of just took reign of everything and just pretty much just kind of guided him through the process. I actually read the directions because, I don't even know how he mixed it. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't really care, to be honest, because, it was already mixed. But, I just kind of just kicked in and allowed him to just have that moment of autonomy because he was really excited about making breakfast for everybody. And in his world, he's like, okay, everybody's going to get up and they're going to eat and it's going to be great times, but it was nighttime and everybody was asleep and tired. So I just kicked in and that was the best route for him. And I think that would probably be the best route for any parent. And the reason I say that is because when your child actually has motivation about doing something, an autistic child, their timing may be off, but that may be that time where they have that aha moment, that learning moment. And that may just be the moment that's a breakthrough for them. So never take that moment and turn it upside down because that'll turn their world upside down and it actually will probably hurt their feelings to a certain degree. There's a better way to manage that and we'll talk about that near the end. But bottom line is I kicked in as a mom and I went in, helped him to finish the pancakes and just even though I was sleepy as all get out, I still used that energy, the little teeny bit of energy I had left. And remember, I told you, it takes energy as well. So autism mom, parent, dad, because you will end up doing a lot of things going above and beyond. And that was one of those above and beyond moments. And I didn't want to ruin it for him. So, yeah. So I went ahead and kicked in and he was just like, not even thinking anything was wrong. Okay. So he made everything so nice. He had actually cut up all the strawberries to put on top. He had the syrup out, everything. He was just ready for breakfast. He had the plates all prepared, ready to put the pancakes on. Yeah, he was very motivated. And motivation is something that, with autistic children, you really want to encourage. And even if it's at 2:00 in the morning, encourage it. If you can, try to be patient and just encourage it because, it's just one of those things where our kids, we don't know when they're going to have that moment that just might spark and they may just take off. So yeah, I just kicked in and he was just very happy. So I'm going to show you a video clip of this whole kick-in mode. Yeah, I was looking a little raggedy and he was happy and chipper and, wanting to lick the batter off the bowl. But it was fun. And I even noticed he had his math book that I had gotten him on the table. So he was working on some math problems, probably while he was up. And I was like, what is going on with this boy? This is totally out of the character. But there's no typical autistic child. So it is what it is. So anyway, here you go, guys. I want you to watch this video. It's going to be our little interlude, our little mommy son interlude where we had a pancake moment. And it was just a lot of fun. Okay, so check it out.
Hey everybody, and today we're going to make pancakes. Hey guys, so I'm gonna show you how to make pancakes. And here's a recipe. You pour eggs. You pour eggs in butter.
Okay.
And
You gotta hold it and stir because it
milk,
look like
eggs,
that.
butter,
See that
and
yellow?
milk.
See, look, I'm sorry. Go in the bowl like that so you get all the stuff off the sides. Okay, here you go. See all the little lumps in it? Try to get this off. Alright, let's see. See now it says,
Can I taste the batter?
right now, it says, for each pancake, a quarter cup of batter to hot together until the top bubbles. About 3 minutes. Get your spatula. Go get your spatula. Get your spatula. Make the batter hot. This batter. Bring it some. Come on. It's not sweet. Okay. Sweet? It's not sweet. When you put your finger on the side. Okay, it's not sweet. It is sweet. It is? A little bit. Okay, that's enough. Batter.
After you pour the pancake batter, can I taste the rest of the batter?
Yes, sir. Get your cake, your pans, what's the thing called? Here, throw this a little bit more for me. Look at that.
Pancakes. Oh, pancakes. Yummy.
So if your child decides to cook at strange hours, just say, hey, next time you decide to cook, let me know so I can join in on the fun. Otherwise, if that doesn't work, you might have to set some rules and post them.
Taste the batter.
Hold on, Elijah. You have to wait till you finish cooking. Wait till you get all the pancake mix out. And then you can take the bowl. Okay? You have the bowl. Now get your spatula. And rinse it off for me. Meanwhile, you start cleaning up your mess. Okay? And the way you clean up your mess, of course, is going to be to put your butter away. Okay, put the top all the way up. Good. Get your spoon and your dishes and put them in the sink. This right here too. Put the top on your milk. Clean off your counter. Put all this stuff in the trash. Eggs, orange peel. Oh, it's still bubbly. It's bubbly out. So let's show pictures of it when you're cooking. So you know what it looks like. Okay. Put stuff in the trash.
So guys are gonna making pancakes. And light. So we're making pancakes right here.
Okay, ready? get ready to flip it over.
Yeah, guys, that was the absolute 100% best night/morning. I mean, my late night trip just to get a glass of water turned out being like a lifelong memory that I will cherish forever. I mean, the best memory. We had so much fun. I mean, not just making the food together afterwards and getting everything all prepared, but my daughter woke up in the middle of the night because she smelled the food. She was like, I smell food and I'm hungry. You know, she smelled the food and woke her up. So she jumped in and she ate as well, and we ended up watching a movie and snuggling up on the couch and falling asleep on the couch, and we just had a really awesome night. Fortunately, it was a Friday night, so I didn't have to go to work the next morning, but it was just really amazing, the time that we spent together. It was just such good quality time. We laughed and we just snuggled, and oh God, it was awesome. So, and the really cool part was my son. It was all because of him. You know, I mean, that memory, that everlasting memory is because of him. And he created that special moment, you know? And what made it even more special was the fact that he videotapes everything he does, you know, on his iPad. Now, granted, a lot of his videos he deleted because he ran out of storage. And I'm so upset about that because there's so many more videos I wish I could show you about so many things that he did that were incredible. But, you know, he deleted them because he didn't have enough storage. But I have quite a few things anyway. So, but the bottom line is he records everything. So that was the only reason I even had that moment on camera, you know, so that was really, it was really amazing. So if you guys feel like you want to get up at 12 o'clock in the morning and make some eggs and grits and bacon and pancakes, why not? I mean, who set the rule for breakfast anyway? I mean, who says breakfast is for morning? I mean, just like orange juice, it's not just for breakfast anymore, right? So, I mean, just enjoy the moment. Go with the flow because, you know, you never know where that flow is going to take you. And really, it just may click some of that puzzle piece together for your child. And it may open up a whole new opportunity and a whole new window just by your being very, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just by you know, just being down to earth and just like, okay, like just cool about everything, you know? So just try to not be so upset with them because the littlest things, the tiniest things that seem to annoy us parents can actually be the biggest blessing. So try to look at it that way. All right. So that's the end of this video, guys. Remember, there's a part 2 next week of the unpredictable child. So make sure you tune in for that. Until next time, guys, peace.